Senators moved the second reading of a bill to make official the January 10th majority rule holiday. Carla Palmer reports on the contributions of senators.
At the outset, government leader in the Senate, the Honorable Allison Maynard Gibson, agrees that January 10th, now unofficially observed as Majority Rule Day, is the most important date in our country's history, next to August 1st, 1834, the abolition of slavery. She referenced the era in which our forefathers and mothers lived to bring about majority rule, which ushered an equality of people, regardless of race, creed, color, religion, or sex. That's more than enough reason to celebrate, she says, and in so doing, educate the wider community about the event and key players involved.
These stories, all of the stories, whether it is the story of Sir Stafford Sands, whom His Excellency has called a racist, or whether it is the story of Sir Lyndon Pinley, who we call the father of our nation, we must be able to tell them. These are the stories. These stories are the thread that holds together and that are woven into the pieces of the very rich tapestry that is the Bahamas. I would also like us to note, Mr. Vice President, that the Old Testament is filled with examples of God, our Creator, no less, telling His chosen people to repeat the stories. This is the essence of Passover.
Senator Keith Bell agrees and applauded all those people who defied the status quo at the time.
We must not forget the thousands of people who longed for freedom and worked to achieve it, many of whom never saw the promised land but believed that one day it would in fact come.
Senator Cheryl Bazard is also embracing the proposition of a majority rule holiday on January 10th each year.
Majority rule is often noted as a characteristic of and guarantees democracy as it continues to protect and preserve minority rights. How could there be opposition to such a passing of a bill? Not only is the economic argument secondary, but such festivities, such holidays, spur the economy in some instances.
Opposition Senator Kwasi Thompson cautioned the government when moving forward to making this day a holiday.
This day must be a day that speaks to unity and not to division. It is easy for us to fall into the trap to use majority rule as a means of dividing us along racial lines. But this day must be a day that speaks to the white Bahamian in the same way that it speaks to the black Bahamian. It must not create a dividing line between the white and the black, but it must unify all of us. Secondly, we must resist the temptation to use this as a political tool. This is not a PLP day, but it is a Bahamian day.
Debate in the Senate continues. I'm Carla Palmer for ZNS Network News.